The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
But it wouldn't be nothing.
This girl?
Yeah.
Walk her jaw. Eyes like the pump.
Women just got to get stronger. Oh, we don't.
And here we go.
I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
And what's the name of the show?
In a man's world, tighten up your belt. You're not a man yet until Louis Dix ordains you.
Well, before we go any further, I heard some terrible news. My understanding that is
What was that?
that Earthquake is going to be taking her slot.
Oh, wow.
You heard that?
You heard that?
I just read. I just know he was all on Facebook, and our boss was standing next to him talking about welcome. We didn't get none of that.
She went out and she signed them?
She signed him.
Man.
So I'm like, who's next? Mark Curry?
Oh, we got Felicia Knight in here.
I mean, yeah, right. Yeah, I'm like, okay, now Earthquake is here.
She going out, she signing them?
Earthquake.
Oh, man.
I was like, Earthquake? I mean,
Wow.
he can't even talk. What are you talking about? No, I mean, I like Earthquake. I wish you guys, your show won't do well, but you got to start somewhere. I mean, we see.
Maybe he have us on his show.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he invite us, A Man's World, on his show.
I mean, who knows? Next, she'll be getting Buddy Lewis. And,
Wow. Wow.
Al Toomer.
Well, he's on Mad Mar's show. So.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Oh, is he on?
You better hide your stuff. That boy steal.
He'll $5 you to death.
I saw Al Toomer in the supermarket. I jerked.
You had to jerk.
I was like, ooh, you scared of somebody when they make you flinch. So congratulations to Earthquake. Welcome to the family.
Welcome aboard.
We'll call us. We'll help you. I guess he'll do well if he follows us.
Is he by himself, or he has a co-host, or
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't. I just saw it briefly and
TDP. You gonna go punch up the jokes?
Kept going. Yeah, you jump ship. You on everybody's show, so you go from you.
He LeBron of Morris Media.
Yeah, you over there at the rollout show, and then you.
I ain't mad at you, man.
I mean, when your tires are inflated, you go from
still on that shit. You still on? Still on that shit.
I made him laugh.
You ain't never had your tires slide?
No.
You ain't had your windows broke out?
No. I had my house taken from me.
There you go. That's equivalent.
You got to pick your poison.
Oh yeah, there you go. I didn't have my clothes burned.
Yeah, I mean, so it's Friday the 13th.
All day long.
Yeah, that's everybody gets.
Hello. Okay.
What that man?
Yeah, I mean, you all didn't see she was trying to fix.
You didn't have to fix it on this show.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, Earthquake doesn't have a show here, so you can relax.
Bitch.
I wasn't nervous.
He's just using the studio to record some things.
No,
Okay.
but the way you presented it looked like
he's going to be doing it regularly. So
what? Using the studio?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I thought I smelled something. So that's cool. Well, we wish him luck. I mean, and secretly, no one knows this, but the rollout show, they do their show from here.
Secretly.
Yeah, it's low key.
They just put a different backdrop up?
Yeah, they switch this around. She hit some lights and it's,
the secret location.
I'm surprised Mad Marvin is still on. But, I hope Tommy the Clown to be here next week.
Wow. You stretching now. Okay.
You ever had time to clown at your kid's party?
No.
No, you
I got
above that.
real kids. I ain't got no Tommy messed my kids up. The little thugs coming over there, twerking,
dancing and whatnot.
yeah, twerking with the bag, the clown makeup, crayons on their face.
Fighting who gonna go first?
Yeah, pull up in that van, whoop, 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 whoop. Jump out. Yeah,
Did you ever get?
that's funny. Fighting to see who's gonna go on first.
You never
Nigga,
got
you stole
Ninja
my
Turtles or the McDonald's clown or none of that? You never did it?
No, one time I dressed up as a clown for Peyton's birthday.
Wow. How'd that turn out?
We didn't have to
you
get
didn't
a,
have to use a
I
fake
didn't know.
nose.
As soon as I saw you slide all the way over there, I saw the
was like,
joke.
yeah.
From the time a little light bulb went, I saw a little nose light bulb going over her head.
Excuse me, sir. Can I hug it?
Yeah, I saw her slide. She jumped right on that. That was like so easy.
Is that your nose?
Yeah. So, but
So you know how to do balloons? You did balloons?
You know how to make
Animals and all
into
that?
balloons
no,
and shit?
it was
terrible.
so funny because Peyton's like, "Hey, Dad."
That's my dad.
We've always known you as a clown.
Hilarious.
Baby girl be home tonight, so I'm excited.
How's she feeling?
She's feeling better. She's traveling, so I mean, we'll be.
Are they allowed to travel?
This is how I know. Lewis, like, can I go with you to the airport to pick her up? I want to be there. She's never, So
It's a sister.
He trying to get them. He trying to get them pills.
How many you got left?
I heard this shit is the bomb.
so we're gonna
Don't take so many.
Pick her up and get her some flowers and stuff.
Wow, flowers.
And
Really?
her mom got her a wheelchair access.
Y'all doing too much.
I know, mom is, but we had to get a
Why
note.
don't y'all just have an ambulance pull up with an oxygen suit?
I'm riding shotgun.
Or Tommy the Clown picked her up.
Exactly. Damn.
So, and she had to get a note so she can carry her wire cutters.
On the plane.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Because you gotta have, because these
They gonna think she
knucklehead
a
people.
bomber.
These knucklehead people probably.
She got a bomb in her
No,
mouth.
you can't carry those on. But if I choke, I'm gonna die. No, I'm sorry.
Right.
FAA rules. So, but hopefully.
But did
That's right.
they pass it? Can she get on? And
Well,
she
she
won't
has
know.
a doctor's note.
Like that can't be forged.
That
It's
makes
my
it official.
doctor.
I guess it's on letterhead. I don't know.
Like I
If
said,
not
that can't-
Angela Rye, get her on.
Oh, okay.
But,
Good point.
So Angela Rye and Common broke up,
Oh, I didn't know they was together. Okay.
and she's a little calmer now. She was
You
feeling,
follow her on?
I like Angela Rye.
You like her?
Yeah, I like Angela.
Yeah, she be going hard.
She's smart. She's
Yeah, she be
smart.
going nice.
She's
Don't mess with her queen,
She's
boy.
cute. She's smart. She's And they said Common said that she talked too much. What did you expect? That's what she does.
Right.
But
Should have put something in her mouth.
she's
At least a verse.
hilarious. Both of that was funny. You guys are, oh man, I knew it was something with those cards. So, and I knew Jeff would be funnier because I rode with him.
Oh, you rubbed off on
Yeah,
him.
it's,
Okay.
Oh, it rubbed off.
helps.
Fine. Okay. All right.
Jeff is funny. Jeff, these guys on the way here, these guys, planks. They had like 4 or 6 planks that fell off the back of their truck. So they were in the street picking them up, put them back. And Jeff's like, I should ride over them.
Won't get nothing for this one.
That nigga got scared. He like, nah, don't do that, man.
That was hilarious. I should ride. I should have rode over them.
Fuck out the street, fucking up the middle lane.
And you've been on Crenshaw Boulevard. This is the street Crenshaw Boulevard. There's an
Jefferson.
old folks home up there by
Olympic.
before Olympic.
Yeah.
Olympic. And every time I ride by there, they pulling somebody out, putting them in an ambulance. And I was like, I would not go live there. I'm like, just as soon as you move in there, you die or something.
It's like everywhere. It's
Yeah.
like you were saying, caregivers today.
Oh, right. That's what Jeff was telling me about.
I was in the grocery store earlier this morning, and a heavyset black girl with her, her house shoes on, the hoodie on, and she was with her grandmama in the wheelchair. The grandmama had the oxygen tank, and the grandmama just picking shit up, and she like, stop, put that shit down. We ain't got time for that bullshit. We in here for something else. Where your money at?
It's cold, man. And Jeff was like, I don't want none of my people taking care of me.
None of the motherfuckers take care of me, yo. Just let me just sit up and rot.
You know, I mean,
disrespect is...
That's interesting. You think about it when you get older, you know, because...
People are supposed to take care of you.
Yeah, it's like, who do you trust? They say daughters will always take care of their dads, you know, and people got to think about their moms. So I don't know. I mean, you just wonder.
But they got those videos viral, like those elderly and those homes, and the nurses be slapping the shit out of them. Like, God damn it, move your head.
I mean, they treat the elderly people really, really bad.
Just put them in the corner and looking out the window for 8 hours. Just don't even come see about them or nothing.
Just looking out the window for 8 hours. That's a long stare.
Don't even turn them. The sun all in their face. It's just...
like, he ain't eat today. Put his ass back in the bed.
I don't know. And it's funny. You hope, you pray and you hope to God that you get to that age.
Nah.
But then...
Not these days.
No?
No.
Well, you got enough stuff to watch on TV.
They don't even let you, that's what I'm saying. They just got you hanging out the window. You can't even watch TV.
Yeah.
Life is something, man. I guess that's why they say live your life.
Yeah, live your life to the fullest.
You know, because when it slows down, because I know when my dad comes to visit me, I watch him come up the steps. And, you know, he struggles. And the other day, I was going up the steps with Lou, and he flew by me, and I was struggling. I was like, my knee hurt.
You use that rail.
Yeah. So I was like, wow. Just
that nigga skipping 2-3 skids.
Yeah.
Just like that. So.
Yeah, it's interesting how.
That's why you got to do your cardio. That's why I tell you got to walk. That's why you got to do that.
I did. This has been a good
walk
week
up and down, up and down the stairs.
Water and walking.
Yeah. I think you're in good shape. And Teeter, you've been losing weight. What have you been doing?
I'm
Crack.
See, that's the first thing. Oh, he got AIDS.
Nah, I don't fuck with that shit.
Okay.
I changed my diet. You know.
What?
My man. See, there you go.
That's Slim Fast in there.
I can't eat the double chili cheese bacon egg burger with the fries and shake it.
Damn, we can't go to the all you can eat no more.
Can't do it.
That shit catch up with you, slow you down.
Cause you feel it. It's like I feel slow. And I ain't no slow dude, you know. I was losing my speed. I'm like,
sluggish.
Yeah, your metabolism, it just changes it, you know. All that food, that heavy weight up on you.
But the food is like, we not really getting the nutrients that we getting.
No.
You know, it's just
quick.
It's like, it is like crack, though, for real, because you constantly hunger. Like, why am I hungry? I just ate.
Right.
So it's no nutrition in the food, you know. So.
And it's bad for you.
Real bad.
It's bad for you.
Real bad.
I mean, you know.
We're the only country that allows this kind of food, right?
Yeah, we the only country who put food in food.
Yeah, meat fillers, all of that, yeah. But if you look over, like in a certain area west of Crenshaw, like in the Jewish neighborhoods, you don't see fast foods.
Yeah, that's where I go.
You don't see liquor stores.
You see kosher stores.
Yeah, you see all healthy and all of that. In our neighborhood, it's like one every 2 blocks. Sometimes they monopolize. You got a Burger King, Carl's Jr. and a McDonald's on every corner. Mm-hmm. You know, and then right up the street you got a liquor store. So I mean, they taking away cooking out the house and all of that. So you know, parents don't cook no more. My mom used to come home every night.
We didn't have a microwave.
Yeah, my mom used to cook from scratch.
Yeah.
Dinner was at 6:30.
Yeah, the hood is terrible. It's just like you say, there's fast food on every corner, and then how you eating out the liquor store?
Yeah.
Chips
you ever
and
go
soda
to the liquor store
cookies.
and they got like pastrami? I'm like, nigga, y'all sell everything. You got underwear up in this motherfucker.
They do sell everything.
They
at
got
the
a
corner.
crock pot on the counter.
Yeah, pig feet.
You want some chili, homie? Chili.
Like, nigga, who made this? Man, don't worry about it. It's good.
So it's been a crazy week politically. I mean, everything's going on.
Raiding offices, huh?
Yeah, they went in Trump's war. Trump is just throwing everybody under the bus.
Paying off the door, man. Hey, take this, homie.
Hey, yo, 30
no,
right here,
man,
dog.
Yeah.
And then Trump fucking housekeepers.
And all these Republicans going raw.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody putting no condom on them. So.
Did you see the highlights from the Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah, I watched some of that. I watched half of that and went and got out and deleted my Facebook account.
Exactly.
It was like, come on.
How rehearsed did he sound?
Oh, man, he had it down.
But I heard that he did mock hearings before.
As he should.
Oh, yeah.
You can't go up in there and lie.
That's
but I mean,
murder trial.
But his 2 attorneys, I've seen them before that was sitting behind him. Mm-hmm. So they represent, high-profile people before. So I know they rehearsed him because everything was a script to him.
You
like
can
my
rehearse
man
at any
said,
trial.
your $1,200 an hour lawyers, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and it was funny because a lot of the old cats didn't know what they were talking about.
No.
At all.
You know. And
But Joe Kennedy was hilarious, though. Your user service agreement sucks.
Yeah.
But then he pulled it out, though. But then he made a valid point, though. It's like, this is your user terms of service is, and there's about 800 pages. Who in the fuck, the average person, is not reading all
I
of
like
that?
what you said. Could you not write it in Swahili?
yeah, you can't say nothing now. They got all on them for that. That was racist. I mean, come on, man. That's a phrase.
You know? But how many people just like, when you just like, now you just on your phone, I guess you could just scroll and just check the box.
Yeah.
And it just says just sign. Mm-hmm. So, but you don't know what you don't actually know what you're signing.
Yeah.
And that's the fucked up thing about it.
And my thing is, nowadays, you can sign things with your finger.
Yeah.
With your fingernail. But what if you cut your nails? It's like, that wasn't my signature. That nail was longer than that. You know, it's just, everything is.
Everything is here right now.
Yeah.
Everything is here right now.
Like say with the different apps and everything, like, do you agree to this? Like, man, I ain't got time to read all this shit.
Yeah, just
I'd
check
rather
the
not
box.
even get the app than read all of it. Because I got to see what it is. Because it's some...
Yeah, I'm appless. I'm not an app person. I'm not.
They have an
fight
app
it.
for everything now.
Now, and it's interesting. Here's the thing, too. I the other day something happened. Lou used the key for this room we were going in, and he broke the key. Mm-hmm. For the laundry room, he broke the key. Okay, and at first, I'm like, I'm getting better. I don't get upset or anything. So I'm realizing, like, let me think this through. How I'm gonna deal with this.
But did that one come across though?
The what?
Once this stupid motherfucker.
No, that's the first thing. No, in my mind.
Well, yeah,
I
that's
run
something
things
you
through my
want.
mind for whenever you're dealing with young people, you millennials. You got to like, you got to really just because you want to say. But then I caught myself. I said, okay, I got to remember. They don't work with their hands the way we did. Right. They don't know how to turn something. If it doesn't go to become gender, they just turn.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, Lou, did you turn it? And I knew that key was a soft key because it had a thick head, but the part was thin. So I recognized that. I recognized that. I was like, okay, so when I use it, I don't turn it hard. You got to kind of like jiggle it.
Finesse it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I failed to tell him that when he saying I used the key in the laundry room. I was like,
So you
okay.
broke it.
No, but
So that was your fault.
No, because but then I realized.
Blame somebody else, Day.
Yeah, there you go.
It's hilarious. It's the same as when he's trying to show me something on the computer.
Got you. You don't have the patience to.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure it out. It's
And he's just there with that thought, like, this stupid
right. It's
motherfucker.
foreign. And he was like the other day. He was like, "Dad, you got to learn this. You should know this by now." And
Who
I'm
you
like,
talking to?
And I'm like, and my thinking is the same thing.
How you
as
get the
young
Pornhub?
Then I told him, I said, you guys don't use keys. You don't use your hands anymore. We were taught that by our dad and stuff. We watched them.
Yeah.
We watched them do things. We watched them fix things. We watched, they would say, hey, be careful with that key. You got to jiggle it.
Yeah, when you got your first house key.
Right.
Man, you got to.
Now, it wasn't one of
That
those
was
keys that said
serious.
do not duplicate, was
Don't
it?
lose
No,
it.
but
Okay.
I'm okay with that because I can always go get the key made because I have a faculty ID from the school.
Okay.
So it allows, and plus the Korean people will make the key
Anyway.
Give
Give him $20. Like, yo, here you go. man. But you know what? Now you can just go to like at Rite Aid or CVS. You just can go right now and you can just make your key right there. They have the kiosk. Well, you don't even have to go to the key thing. You just go and just put the.
You got to be bonded or nothing, huh?
No, you just go and just put your key right there, and it takes less than 30 seconds. Like, God
and it
damn.
does it for you.
Yes.
Wow. So I thought that was interesting about how we blame these kids, but they're not being taught from scratch. They don't have to do. I mean, that was. 8, 9, or 10 is when we first start working with keys and working with our hands and learning to do something. So by the time we got of age, it was.
And you had to learn fast too.
And you
'Cause if
were
lose
able
this
to troubleshoot it.
Yeah, if you lose this key, you ain't getting another
Not
one.
responsible.
And I eventually told him, I was like, hey, man, this is not the first time you're going to break a key. People break keys all the time, so let's just go get another one. I did make him pay for it.
Now, was it stuck up in there? Or did you?
Yeah, and then that was another thing about how to go
lock.
get it out.
Right.
Because he had to go get it out. And I was like, okay, I can't get it out. Now, right away, because we're used to it, using tools, using our hands and all that, right away I go get the little tweezers and I
Exactly.
pull it right out.
Right.
But then I caught myself. I put it back in. Said, "Hey, you need to come do this."
Uh-huh.
So I said, "Figure it out." Oh, okay, and he did it. But then I realized if you learn in that at 24, where we learned it at 12.
Yeah.
It's just different. They don't.
Man,
we got to teach them.
Let them come stay with me for a week. I'll tell them y'all sell dope, all that, man.
See, that's what I'm saying. Most of them know how to sell dope, but they don't know how to turn the key.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's where we are, and we wonder what's wrong with.
Does he know how to
boys.
maintenance the car that he drives? Your car?
Yeah.
Does he know how to change the oil? Does he know where the oil is? Does he know where to put the oil in?
I showed them where the oil is.
Does he know where the brake fluid goes? The transmission? Because motherfuckers get that confused.
Right. I did show him that one time because we were doing something, and I said, "Oh, let me show you where you change the oil."
Power steering and all of
Yes, and because I remember when I had to learn that. But we learned that because we were standing next to our dad or our uncles while they were doing it.
Exactly.
And they said, "Hand me this."
Yeah.
And we would ask questions.
Yeah.
They get up under here. This is how you change the oil right here. This is how you change
Right.
your brakes and all that. The
'Cause,
pads.
like, I have to wear a bow tie, and I decided I'm going to tie it myself. So he showed me where you can go look at it on the phone, and they show you how to tie a bow tie because I don't know how to tie a bow tie. So and because the other day I had to, and I felt like, okay, this sometimes as a parent or adult, you're like, all right, I got to take responsibility for this. We were leaving the restaurant, me, him, and his mom, and
Y'all a family again.
Deal with it.
She just wanted to.
You can't stay because the kids in time of night.
No, she wanted to sit and
up.
talk about Peyton and what actually happened and give us the rundown, which I thought was unnecessary.
Okay.
But I was like, okay.
And what happened?
She's like, can we meet and me, you, and Lou to talk about Peyton? I was like,
Something's gonna come of this again.
so I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So and
20 years later,
leave
the
the
reboot.
restaurant. We leave the restaurant, and I'm going to my car, and Lou's coming to my car, and his mom. I'm like, you got to walk your mom to the car. What's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, fuck
It's
that.
right there. I was like, Lou, you always walk a woman to the car. You don't never.
Well, why don't you walk?
you was
with
there
that?
too.
Yeah.
But I'm not walking to the car when he's.
Why?
That's his responsibility. That's his mom.
But
If he's not there,
But you're
then,
supposed to
I'll
lead
walk
by
her to a
example,
car.
though.
But you're
I'll
the-
walk her to a car. But if he's there, he walks her to her
No,
car.
you're the more mature male, so you.
Ain't that what you tell
And then I
me?
told him-
He's 24. His brain don't think that
No,
way.
his brain is developed.
He's
enough
supposed to
walk
see
around
you
the
do
car.
it to
Yeah,
know how to
exactly.
No, and I told him, I said, you always
saying
walk a
no.
lady to her car, and I was like, you have a
But
handkerchief?
what if she ain't a lady?
do. Walk a dude to the car.
How many women you done left hanging? Like, all right, bitch, I'll see you next time.
No, but to the point that the youngsters really don't know nothing. Like maybe like 3 times a month, I might get a young lady at the gas station and say, "Do you know what this is? Or how do I open the gas compartment or whatever on the car?" They have no clue.
Yeah, and that's one of the things you should teach your daughter everything that you would teach your son.
Mm-hmm.
You
Self-sufficient.
Yeah,
Know how to do
and
it.
that's something we lack, and we could do a better job as men. We
She was
definitely
straight
could
finna
do
put the windshield wiper fluid in the oil thing.
That's important.
Yeah.
I mean, because some people don't know, because sometimes in the vehicle, the power steering and the transmission are right next to each other.
Exactly.
And some people because sometimes you got to reach behind and pull the stem up for the transmission.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And
right.
you got to check that. And
Yeah.
then sometimes the power steering right there, and you get them too confused. Fuck your
Now,
engine.
do the modern day cars still have power steering fluid?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, because remember when that used to go out back in the day? Ever turn that car?
Yeah, you'd be like, it'd be like wrestling with that
Power
motherfucker.
steering is important.
You can't two-finger that motherfucker no more.
Yeah, you got to, yeah.
But your forearms was
That
strong
is
in
the
motherfucker,
strongest
though.
thing on a man, a man that drives, because you can turn your car that way.
Whip it.
So,
I had it at the bottom like that, just like, all right.
I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
The phone number is 323-293.
For what?
3375. That's 323-293-3375. It's the Friday the 13th, so we want to throw this question out there because it's superstition.
I've heard.
What are your superstitions? Do you have any for you guys? Is the chat room people in the chat room? All right. So let us know. You can write it and then POTUS to tell us some of your superstitions. So, with me, I put on, this is weird, but I will always put, when I put my shoes on or my socks, I put the left foot first. I never.
Now, have you always been doing that?
I don't know when it began, but I know the past 20 years it's been that way. I always, even if I start putting in my right foot, I'll stop and go to my left
foot in.
But
So you take the
Is
sock
that a
off.
superstition?
I don't know what it is.
That's
Or
a
just a dumb
superstition.
habit?
Yeah.
All right, that's two.
No,
today.
no,
All
no.
right.
Now, if you put the right foot on first, you think your day would be fucked up?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah, so I
Okay.
pull it out and just,
Okay.
it's really weird. That's one of the weird things about me. I put my left on first, I mean, do you have any?
Yeah, I mean, I double check my house every time I leave. I make sure my bed's, in the spare room is made up. Like, tuck the pillows, my bedroom, the bed is made up. And then I check the doors and all that. And then I go out and I lock it. And then I come back in and recheck it. So I do
Those
that.
aren't superstitions.
I mean, for
Those
me,
are
it's
idiosyncrasies.
like... No, but I feel like if I don't do that...
Even if you know you've locked it?
Yeah, if I don't do that, I feel like, okay, I'm going to have a fucked up day.
Do you guys believe in any or go by it like not walking under a ladder? I know a lot of women, especially black women, don't put their purses on the floor.
Right. Like I will
nigga
try
will
not to.
swoop
I will
by.
try not to walk under a ladder. But if I've walked under it and I've gone too far, I'm not going back.
What about splitting the pole?
Splitting
Is
the
this-
pole too. I blame that on the other person.
No, I don't believe in... I mean, that is what it is. Shit. I walk past...
Definitely breaking a mirror.
Well, I mean, depends on
Yeah,
how you
breaking
looking
the
that
mirror.
day.
Yeah.
I don't
But
believe in
do
none
you
of
have
that.
any T? Do you, POTUS?
No, I don't. Because I believe that if you believe in that, then it probably will happen to you.
Right. It's all mental.
But if you don't and you just like, disregard it, I don't think so.
Do you? Anybody in the chat room have any?
No, but there is a question in the chat room. I told them to call in, but I think they're scared to call in.
Because they don't have no heart. Because they know they can't handle us. It's three men. It's weak people in the chat room.
It's sort of a serious question. They want to know what you think of Stevante Clark flashing the money. I guess he's the brother of Stephen Clark, the brother that was gunned down by the
Sacramento police?
Yeah. And so there was a video that surfaced of him, I think, in a store or somewhere.
Yeah.
And he had a big, thick stack of money, and he was acting like he was talking, just flossing it.
Yeah,
and it's supposed to be the money that
From the
people
GoFundMe,
donated
the GoFundMe.
for the brother that
Yeah.
got
I
shot.
saw that. Yeah.
So the question was, what do you guys think of that?
Who's gonna
I
take
mean,
that
it's just another, to me, is where, how
And
far...
when he went to city council and was jumping around and dancing, I mean, do we attribute that to the grief the brother is going through or just crazy?
It's a fine line. I mean, to where it's ignorance, and then it's just like not knowing any better. It's like not maturing, or you're not. To me, you're not getting it. I mean, because now you taking your brother's death to something you don't want to go to. Now it seems like you ridiculing, you mocking your brother's death, by you flashing and holding up a stack of money. That's just, just ignorant right there.
I mean, is there video of him acting out before his brother was murdered? And
Exactly. You got to go back.
How old is the dude? What is that's tough.
I
Somebody
mean-
kill your brother in your grandmother's backyard. Like there's no manual on how to
handle
act when the whole world is looking at you and passing judgment. That's tough. That's really tough.
Pain is tough. I mean, it's so and his pain is public. It's like that's something about pain. It's personal, but it's public. Yeah. And he, again, we don't know how fragile he was before. I like that point, but also, you don't know until you have to go through it. Man.
Don't know.
I mean, some people don't leave the house.
Yeah.
Now they mad at his brother because he was saying, dark women ain't nothing and all. Now they don't care about his death no more because of,
because I mean,
like, what did that do?
Emotions run high.
I mean, again, it's somebody, until you
care about his death no more.
Walk in a man's shoes, you can't, you have to step back and say, at that point, you really have to have compassion.
Yeah.
And, we feel for the brother. Again, it goes back to this too. Where is a stable man in his life? father, uncle, that can, because right now he just needs somebody to hold him.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's good to have a mom or a woman, but you got to have a man to put his hand on your shoulder and say, "Hey, man, look, let's walk through this."
Yeah, and this is what
Something
not
stable.
Yeah, it's not what to do.
But it's a club you don't want to be in.
No,
No, you
that's
don't.
That's a great point. That's
You
a
don't.
great point.
It's a fraternity, you
and
don't
that's
wanna
the
be a
sad
part of.
part. It's so many of us that's in that fraternity.
Fraternity, yeah.
Caller, yeah, pick it up. Hello.
Man, y'all got to get rid of that ringtone.
Hey, man, that's what we've been trying to
The
tell
views of this show do not reflect.
you. Yeah,
The
who's that?
ringtone.
The ringtone comes with a disclaimer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's C, right? What's up, C?
Big C for St. Louis. What's going on?
The Big Lou in the house. What's up?
What's up?
Hey,
So, what do
How
you
y'all
think
doing?
about that question?
About what?
The young boy who's Stephen Clark's brother.
The young kid that was shot down in Sacramento, shot at 20 times, 8 of them hit him in the back.
Yeah, what? So what did the brother do?
His brother walking around with the money, I guess, allegedly from the GoFundMe for his funeral and burial expenses. He's like
he's
flashing
doing the
it.
brick money cell phone.
Yeah, doing the brick money cell phone, holding it up.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
I have
that's
no comment, man.
now that's interesting. That they play that here, but is it made your news cycle?
You know what? I haven't really been paying too much attention to that whole scenario out there in Sacramento. So I've seen like little snippets of it on different different national news channels.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's doing that, I mean, I really don't have any comment, man.
See, that's interesting to me because it seems like grown people who are living their lives and taking care of their family don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Where at California, everybody's got time to get in other people's business.
It's like you the word like maybe preconditioned to it because you like
Desensitized.
you like it's just another it's unfortunate, but another black child was just murdered.
Well, now,
But I got to keep it moving.
No, I disagree with that. That I'm desensitized. Maybe other people are, but I'm not desensitized because I'm around it all the time. We go to working with young males, young African American males. So it's not that that I don't have any sympathy or I can't empathize with that family's pain or whatever. It's just that I can't have. I don't have a comment on that, man, because I don't know what his motivation is behind it. You never know what someone is going through and their motivation behind it. I don't know.
that's a good point. I can appreciate that answer. Hey, C, are you superstitious? Do you have anything that you do that's a ritual?
Yeah. I really work hard in trying not to let my wife and my side piece be in the same room.
There you go. My nigga, there you go. My nigga, there you go. And if you do get caught, the side bitch is the sister.
That's funny.
Other than that,
That's
no.
really funny.
Hysterical.
There you go.
Now, do you notice, does your kids have any superstition, anything that you think they're superstitious about? And how do you become superstitious?
Well, my kids, man, I know what it is. If they don't have their phone, I think that's what their superstitions come in. They don't, I tell them they got phones for hands because they don't, you can't detach them for their phones. But even though my son, he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing academically, so I got his phone.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Now, see, that's it. Now, your son is what grade?
I have twins, so they're both juniors.
In high school?
Yeah, they're 17. Yeah.
Okay, so and now that's what I'm saying. So you took his, that phone's his
Did they
lifeline.
share a
you
phone,
took
or
it.
did they both had their individual phone?
Well, they've had phones, their own phones, since they turned maybe 13 or 14.
So you took his phone.
Yeah, that's my phone now.
And how long have you had it?
About 2 weeks, and I told him don't touch it.
Mm-hmm.
And now, what about the other one? How's he doing in school?
Baby girl,
Yeah.
she passed with flying colors, man.
She's always that one. The twins. I was one stupid, and I was one.
So,
you got a balance right there. You got
how did that
balance.
conversation go? You got his
What do you
report
mean?
card, or what?
Well,
what?
yeah, I do. See, I come in. My schedule is so flexible. Well, I just pop up at the school anytime, and they don't know I'm coming. So I came in one day and talked
My
about
man.
conflict and whatnot, and showed me because the grading period was about to end for the third quarter. So there's maybe like a week left between the end of the third quarter. So I went up there the week before and saw his grades and waited till he came home from school and asked him how was his day. Nothing. The same pattern is consistent. How was the day? Whatnot. Just in the third. So when we walked to his room, I said, well, before you walk in your room, come on, guys. Let's go in the kitchen and have a talk. And I pulled out his grades that I wrote down and slid over to him and now explain these grades to him. And so he starts telling me his version of the story. I said, well, that's not the version that I got from the teachers. So anyway, give me that phone, bro. You'll get it back once I determine whether your grades are good enough for you to get it back.
Now, what were the grades like?
Yeah.
He had a couple of D's and 2 F's.
Oh yeah,
Unacceptable.
That.
Now, what's the standard in your house? Are you like
that?
C? He cool, as long as he passing, or like B minus?
C's are better, but it's more so with me the effort because just based on the conversations that I've had with his teachers, he's not even putting forth the effort.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that you want to get on my bad side about is the effort. And because I had to let him know that you're embarrassing not just yourself, you're embarrassing my name,
Right.
because he has my name as well. So you're embarrassing me as well.
Now, what kind of hold up now? If he embarrassed, what kind of student were you?
What kind of student was I?
Yeah, C or better.
C's and better. I even made the dean's list a couple of years in college.
Oh, okay.
Take
Okay.
that-
Yeah, there you go.
Take that for data.
Oh, bitch.
There you go.
No, but
There
I'm
you
with
go.
you too. It's not so much the letter of the grade; it's the effort. If you
the effort,
you got a
man.
strong
The effort,
C
man.
effort and you're doing your best, I can live with that.
So is the other twin in the sports? Because it seems like this one is not in the
Both of
sport.
them were in the sport. Both of them are.
Oh,
Both
he
of them are
can't
very good athletes. Both of them are very good kids. My son just he's the type where I told him when he was younger that I got the constant. I said you should feel the pressure. He said, what do you mean? I said, because I got to constantly keep my foot in your ass.
Exactly.
Constantly.
There you go.
Right.
Constantly. So it's no let up.
No,
it's no
But
let
that's
up
what
with him.
a lot of people don't understand that for a young black male. You have to, and that was one of the backlashes that I caught all the time because my foot stayed in my son's ass because I couldn't let up.
Mm-hmm.
You
Can't let
know,
up,
you
man.
can't allow that room for them to slip because if something happens, it's going to be devastating. It's going to be your fault. There's going to be consequences to pay.
Yeah.
So that was the backlash I caught all the time.
there you go, man. Much respect for that.
Yeah.
Keeping your
No
foot
doubt, man.
down.
No doubt.
So, do you have plans for this weekend?
Yeah, it's supposed to be real nice this weekend. I probably just hang out with the fam, man.
And keep the side bitch to keep her away.
You gonna barbecue?
I doubt if I'll barbecue. I doubt it. I haven't barbecued in about a year, so I don't know.
Okay.
How's the weather in St. Louis?
It's nice, man. It's like 75.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's nice, man. It's nice.
Hey, man, we appreciate it, C, man. Stay strong.
Yeah,
and
take your
much
son
respect.
to the library.
Hey, Lou, hold on. What was that last comment?
He said, take your son
Take your son to the library.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a library downstairs in my basement, so he's more than welcome to go down there.
No, you got to take him down there.
Let him know where it's at.
That's pretty. Yeah, right. That's funny. That's hilarious. Hey, Lou, I sent you a friend request, man, on Facebook.
Okay, what's it under?
Carlton McGee.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was the reason I didn't friend you. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, man.
Carlton McGee, I got you. I'll do it now.
It's all good, man.
No.
Wait a minute. See, after all this man violation, you want to be his friend on Facebook?
Hey.
You got a death wish?
Yeah.
If you guys
You
on
are
Facebook
superstitious.
as well, if you guys on Facebook as well, I'll send you guys
I'm not on it after that Zuckerberg trial.
Yeah, I'm not on that. I'm not on Facebook.
okay.
He said Carlton what?
McGee.
McGee, McGee. But yeah, to answer your question, he has 1 foot in, 1 foot out of probation. So
Okay.
All right.
yeah, he hasn't had any slip up the last couple of weeks, but today's not over with yet.
Yeah.
Oh, hilarious. All right then, man.
So
See,
call us back when he pokes you.
all right, later.
I I won't be calling back if he does. Bro.
All right, man.
Oh, there it is. So, hey, that's your daughter with you?
I don't know what picture you looking at.
It says CEO and 314 Group, Carlton McGee. It's you and
yeah.
Is that you and a light-skinned girl? Is that your daughter or
light-skinned girl? That's my wife.
Oh, she looks younger than you. Wow. You look old.
I look old. I'm 48.
No, I got you. I just confirmed it, man.
Yeah, get off that pork.
Yeah.
All right, so hit me up, man.
Yeah, I don't eat that, man. I don't eat that.
All right, hit me up so we can exchange numbers. Hit me up.
All right.
All right, late.
Damn.
Just like that.
No, he's a cool.
Louis trying to date the nigga?
Yeah.
No, I mean, no, I don't have a problem being.
Get rid of this light-skinned
He
chick.
is single after all.
You want his number?
Yeah, I would befriend him. Yeah, I mean, he's a grown man. Yeah, I'd like to get.
Because you never know when you go to St. Louis, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I would invite him and his wife to the show.
Exactly.
You know, I would definitely. Certain people you like. That's what. Hey, I'll be friends with him. Mm-hmm. I like him. I respect him. You know, I mean, he's married. I ain't got to worry about being on the wrong page. He's gonna be on the right page.
No, that was just a good example because the youth don't even know how to do that little transaction. You know, just how do you? Not even my Facebook friend, but how do I get in really contact with this person?
Right.
You know,
yeah. I mean, yeah,
that's a lost art.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't have a lot of friends, so the two
I
are
can
right
attest
here.
to that.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of friends, so I mean, because a lot of people, but he's all right.
Mm-hmm.
He's
the fake love. The friends is the fake love, yo.
Yeah, but it's that's funny. He said he didn't have any superstitions. But yes.
So you got any insight on the Cosby trial?
So let's go back to the chat room and see if anybody has,
it was postponed, right?
No, the girl that the accuser is testifying today.
So anybody in the chat room got superstitions?
I'm bringing it up because Aaron made a meme.
No, I don't want to see any meme about Dr. Cosby.
It ain't about Dr. Cosby.
Why?
Okay, because I don't think that's not a funny situation.
Oh well, there was quite a few not funny situations over the past 2 weeks that you didn't have no problem going in on.
What? Who? Where?
Jeff's dad.
Oh, that's a dead subject.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah, he did text me and said Sydney doing good.
Oh. Wow. Anyway,
we killed that subject.
So did you guys see
overkill.
The actress that flashed her titties?
Right.
That's disgusting. You have a picture of it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
like you, poets.
That's hilarious. That's unnecessary.
Oh, that's the lady from the trial who accosted Mr. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's what you was talking about. Right?
How'd you get there so fast?
Yeah. That's what you was talking about, right?
Yeah. That's funny. The hair is killing me.
Do you know her?
No, I don't know. The girl?
Well, she was an actress.
She was a little kid on there. She played a little kid on there.
Yeah, I've seen her. I've seen her around in Hollywood.
No, I don't know. I don't know those people. Like I said, I got 2, 3, 4
Do you
friends.
think? Okay, just outside of it being Mr. Cosby, do you think what she did was effective, or was it stupid?
It's emotional.
Yeah.
So. You can't get in anybody's. If it was stupid, it was good, it was bad. It's emotional. People are, emotional. And it's just a sad situation for everybody. And we just hope everyone heals, and let justice serve its course, and let the jury decide and go forward from there after their decision.
I would say this with the whole Me Too movement and women being used as sex objects and all that. You just use yourself as a sex object to go against what's going on in the culture. Why take that approach?
Again, emotions, just like when you see, we wonder why you have a guy in Congress in Missouri saying that I'm a husband, I'm a father, and I love my family, and then you're having an affair.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
But it's common practice,
it's
though.
Human nature is human. Being human is hard. Animals, it's easy because this is what you do.
Right.
Being an animal, I'm an animal. I survive. This is what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Being a human, you have a brain to decide, to make choices, to comprehend things the right way or the wrong way. Then it gets into the emotional stuff. It's not easy being a human being. And it's even tougher being a black male human being. You know?
Say that twice.
So
every day.
It's tough being a female. I mean, the things that they go through, the way they were treated, you know, for years, hundreds of years.
Well, even with the Me Too movement, you know, black women and women of color, their voices still really haven't been heard.
Right, and human beings are selfish. Very few who are selfless. That's something you have to really work hard towards, being a good person.
But the caveat in that is like, you run up to this man who's blind, like, what was he gonna see?
Oh, he saw them titties.
Yeah. I'll clear my vision for Visine.
They caught an expression on his face.
Yeah, niggas with titties.
But who's not gonna look? That's like,
when you got titties coming, your vision.
so if he looks, he's guilty. He looked.
All right. So moving forward.
Oh God.
This is too close to home.
Please.
Too personal.
She got big nipples.
And somebody in the chat room said he would have sucked them 5 years ago.
Get her a coat and a peel. I still got it. It was right there.
Oh shit!
Get her coat out the car and a peel.
All right, so
she got some Jello later on.
All right, okay.
Hey man, yo.
So phone number is 323
For what?
293-3375. Give us a call at morrismedialive.com.
Did they just come out on Kevin Spacey?
Something's happening with him. So I'm Lewis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
And it is 15 minutes to 1 on the West Coast, which means it's 15 minutes to 4 on the East Coast.
All right, we'll go ahead and take a break, Lewis.
Wow.
Let's blame it on somebody else then.
Yeah, when we come back, today is National Blame Someone Else Day. So you guys in the chat room, we want you to think.
AKA Trump Day.
Yeah, we want you guys to think about who you blame or if you were blamed with someone. And thanks for sharing your time in the chat room. Give us a call. We'll be back.
Have you been looking for something delicious and amazing to eat? Brooklyn Deli and Mini Market has just what you need to fill that appetite. Come on in. Try our signature hot and cold sandwiches made with Boar's Head quality meats, as well as our salads, smoothies, and special vegan items. Brooklyn Deli and Mini Market also offers premium catering for any event. Give us a call at 347-981-8408. We're a family-owned business located in the heart of Leimert Park Community, 4308 Crenshaw Boulevard in Los Angeles. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Brooklyn Deli 14. And look us up on Yelp. See why we're rated 5 stars. Brooklyn Deli and Mini Market, where quality food meets excellent service.
Cut! All right, let's take it again. Cut it!
I have what you need.
Love at first sip.
Every time. You were just afraid they'd abandon you. So you abandoned them. You distanced yourself from the whole thing.
daughter.
Hello. Oh, I wrote something on.
Stay out of C's DM.
I don't even know how to get in somebody's
Yes, you
DM.
do.
What is DM?
Direct message.
Okay, yeah, I can't do that. You have to have an app to do that on your phone.
I don't know nothing about it, so.
I know I wrote something saying when you're going through a tough time in life,
Yeah, I read that.
take a minute to look to your left and look to your right, and you will see someone having a tougher time.
What if a motherfucker just hit you straight forward?
At that moment, look ahead and trust what God has planned for your life.
That's what you wrote?
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Oh, wow.
And
how many likes you got? It's a fair question.
Yeah. Did you write it for likes?
no, people were talking about preach, amen.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Positive feedback.
I read it, and you know the first thing I thought?
Somebody wrote trying to, but tough times have been around for a minute. Relief, go. Not trying to get out grief.
So we have a lot of blaming in the chat room.
Okay.
Most of it is on your nose.
Oh, wow.
So nosy.
Entertainment.
All right. So today is National Blame Day. Blame Someone Else Day. I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
And what's the name of the show?
In a man's world, tighten up your belts.
It is Friday the 13th.
All day.
And a lot of people, we were talking about superstitions and things that, people might seem quirky. But today is National Blame Someone Else Day. Every day is a day nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay, someone said...
Did you clap your hands for a reason? Was that trying to get my attention?
Yeah.
Someone said, I blame Lewis's nose for the chemical attacks in Syria.
Wow.
The chemical
attacks in Syria.
You could have prevented it by just inhaling.
You made poets laugh out loud. Wow, that's crazy. Everybody's on fire today here.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I blame somebody who got this ringtone.
Your nose recorded it.
Oh,
come
wow.
on.
Bam.
It's disrespectful.
Caller.
Rage, lyrical murderer, stranded on death note. Now I'm serving a life sentence.
This dude, yeah.
My
Hold up,
nigga,
nigga.
you don't even say hello. He just start going in
And
on
it's so
you.
funny
Hold
about
up, nigga.
what?
So nosy love. So nosy. Knows how to party. So nosy. Knows how to party.
You should record that for your
In the
ringtone.
city.
In the nostrils.
Hey, hold up, nigga. That ain't done, nigga. These niggas got hit, nigga. Listen. Ain't nothing but a Cosby party. Ain't nothing but a Cosby. Nothing but a Cosby party. It ain't nothing but a motherfucking Cosby party.
Pop a pill.
Yeah,
Pop a
no.
pill.
Picture back. Oh, my God.
Y'all got some
Hey,
hits.
hey, Lou.
Yes.
You ain't got to worry about it, nigga. I got you, nigga. I be telling these niggas. I be like, hey, nigga, if you don't want niggas talking about wee all on your radio show, you don't want niggas wearing jean jackets and shit all in your video. Come to death now, nigga. Come to death now, nigga. Hey, nigga, you know where we at, nigga. We know y'all roll out shows, nigga. You ain't got no love for Luke Dix, nigga. You ain't got no love for So Nosy, nigga. Well, fuck y'all niggas then.
That was pretty funny. The
The
Gene,
Nose Awards.
the Gene Jacket
We out
was
here
funny.
rapping, nigga. We out here rapping, nigga. You heard me.
You know what's funny about him? I really
Willie Sweet,
I
Wonka Joe.
really enjoy you, but I never think about you until you call. I thought that was interesting. You never crossed my mind.
So when you
but
left the house, today, and you saw your hat, you ain't think about me and say, I better not wear it this time.
you know what? You're actually right. I did look at
Why
it.
you lying then, nigga?
You're right.
Hey,
Busted.
You're right. You have any superstitions?
Superstition? No,
Yeah,
no,
like
no,
things
no,
that-
sir.
When you get
No, sir. I do not. I don't believe in any of that. You know.
There
okay.
you go. That's cool.
How are your babies?
Man, you know, bro, you talking about blaming on the motherfucking alcohol day. Or what'd you say?
I said, how's your babies?
Blame it, no, you said the other shit. Blame it on somebody else.
Right.
Day.
Today is National Blame Someone Else Day.
Well, hey, since I am a black man in America, okay, and I am a descendant of the African people who have been enslaved in America, okay, and I am here now as a representative of the crack era generation of the 80s, okay? To say all of that shit, I will blame my baby mother for everything.
Wow.
Wow.
No, that's not true. She didn't do
Hey,
it.
look, man, it comes a time when you be like, you know what? I'm tired of motherfucking, like, okay, you right. Damn, yeah, I did. Shit, you right. Damn, well, I ain't gonna have it no more. You know what I'm saying? Get tired of that shit, nigga. You know what? Fuck all this shit, bitch. It's your fault, bitch. Leave me the fuck alone.
I heard that. Here,
You know
here.
what I'm saying?
Now
I'm
that's
blaming everything on you, bitch. Motherfucking, all the motherfucking times we had to argue about nothing, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
well.
All the motherfucking, you got to motherfucking resolve shit, nigga. You got to have tools and shit, nigga, in order to tighten shit up. You ain't got no tools, bitch. I got all these tools over here. You ain't got none. It's your fault. Blame it on the baby mama day, nigga. Shout out to all my niggas in the motherfucking West Coast, nigga, on child support. All my niggas in Georgia, South Carolina on the run, nigga. I feel y'all niggas.
There you go.
Wow.
So,
what is the wow for?
You made a whole new day.
yeah.
Continuation.
So we can do that. We can start that one up next Friday.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Niggas call in and goddamn tell me why you want to kill your baby mama day, nigga.
Nah, we're not gonna advocate that.
Nah, Lou, man, this motherfucking broad, man, bro, she sent me a text. She's talking about, why don't you motherfucking, come get your kids this weekend and shit. And she talking about motherfucking, she had to do something. I don't even fucking know, because I responded with so many evil-ass text messages and shit. I can't remember what the fuck what the initial text was about. You know what I mean? Nigga done forgot why the fuck he mad and shit. But, you know what I mean? I told her, man, look, man, you're not going to have your cake and eat it too with me, little girl. You know what I'm saying?
Why not? Why can't you go get the kids this weekend?
Because, Lou, she not like a motherfucking regular baby mama and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's cool and shit and cordial and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but she
like
evidently she needs some space, right? She needs time off.
Nigga, time off. Nigga, I ain't had a time off since I was born, nigga.
She's got wait a minute, but she's got the kids most of the time, right?
Isn't that what the fuck women supposed to do, nigga?
No, it's the custodial parent. It's whoever has who has the best situation. Like you travel a lot, you're on the road. And I understand it, but if she can be home, if she can be home most of the time and be with them, then that's where they should be. But she is the custodial parent, so that means they're with her the majority of the time, right?
Oh man, here you go, man.
So I think it's only fair that you go get them this weekend when she asks you to, because she probably needs a break. She needs to get away and recharge.
Yo, Lou, man, that's what I'm trying to tell you, my nigga. You sound like a goddamn prosecutor, my nigga. You're not understanding the context. You know what I mean?
Well, help me understand.
Last year when she was cordial, my nigga, okay? It's like, okay, man, little bitch and shit, motherfucking take the kids from a nigga like a slave master and shit, right? You know, didn't even talk to a nigga about it. Just woke up one day and goddamn, where the fuck my babies at and shit? Oh, they on another plantation. Who the fuck authorized this shit? The bitch, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, I live with that. You know what I mean? I can take that to the chest. You know what I mean? So I'm being cordial and all that shit. And I'm, you know, spending time with my kids and shit. You know what I mean? I bring groceries through. You know what I mean? It's all good. But, bruh, when the motherfucking woman just talking shit, man, that shit get on my fucking nerve. And then she be lying about little shit too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, get the fuck out of here. Like I said, you ain't about to use me as no motherfucking, no babysitting ass, baby daddy ass nigga and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but look at it this way. I understand that. I hear what you're saying. But the flip side is you get to spend time with the kids and make the...
When I feel like it, nigga.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you have to spend time with them when you don't feel like it. That's part of your responsibility.
No,
you talking all this. You talking all this man stuff. You talking all this stuff and that stuff and how you that.
Shit.
Then this is the time when you have to man up and spend this time with them. You know, we can't go around talking about selling wolf tickets about what kind of man we are and we tough and all this. And then when we got a little tough, I'm just saying, man.
He got a new Facebook friend. He's feeling this stuff.
Yeah.
Got a poem out there that's hitting. He's feeling himself.
This nigga feeling himself.
That's funny.
It's like the old Lou and shit when a nigga had waves and shit back in the day.
Oh, you on fire today.
No, but for real, Sweet.
Lou, man. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, you did come at us at one time where you thought about getting back with her and you wanted to change and you was tired of these bras in the street and all that. What waned you from that? What made you so hard now where you just on it?
You said which type of Waynes? Like Marlon Wayans or Bruce Wayne? Which Wayne would you talking about?
Waning from going back and being with the family and her, and because you did have those feelings.
All right, you got to break down Wayne. You talking about W-A-N-G? Wayne?
No, W-A-N-E.
Yeah.
W-A-N-E. Oh, Wayne.
Yeah.
Oh, that Wayne. Okay. Well, what Wayne me from that shit was basically just the energy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't like the fact that I just spent 10 years of my life and shit being a family nigga, and I spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I did what a lot of things you want to do, like where she wanted to live at and shit. You know what I'm saying? The Christmas type of Christmases, the type of clothes, all this kind of shit that men do and shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
But then you motherfucking just, take your little income tax check and motherfucking get a crib and take my kids from me like that without even talking to me like that. That's some shit that shit still bothers me. And then it's like, okay, I'm trying to motherfucking be cordial, okay? And then while being cordial, I'm like allowing her to have her space, and I'm out here doing my thing, and then I'm doing my thing, and I'm like, damn, bro, after being a single nigga for so many years and fucking around and then being with a family and having kids and then losing them, I'd rather be a family nigga.
Gotcha.
Right.
But
there you go.
if I'm going to come back and be this family nigga, the woman got to motherfucking just chill. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All that yappity yap shit and motherfucking, you need to motherfucking understand this and motherfucking this is what I do and this is how it gonna be, motherfucker. All that shit right there.
Right.
I be like, yo, I can't do this shit, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Did I explain? Did I answer your question, Tito?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what?
Is there another Wayne available? Anybody else want a Wayne in this motherfucker?
No, you said something that was interesting about how you get on that road and you become a in-house guy, parent, family man, and then it's taken away from you. I totally can relate to that. And then you're frustrated and you're angry. You go through these different stages of being mad, angry, hurt, but once you get through that, you have to recharge and realize that, okay, all of my good energy is now going to be spent towards these kids.
But
and
the thing about it, Lou, I'm trying to fucking tell you, Lou, I'm trying to motherfucking balance this shit out and still motherfucking handle myself at the same time. You
I know, and it's hard. No, I know what you're saying.
But if I'm going to be co-parenting or janitorial parenting or custodial little parenting and all these parentings and shit, I need to motherfucking have a woman and shit who at least shows me a little appreciation.
You're not going to get that. She has to.
You turn me into a motherfucking Decepticon.
Right,
nigga.
but you have to understand. Yeah, but you have to understand that she hasn't matured to that point yet, and you can still be the leader in that by saying, okay, I understand that you're crazy, you're acting out, you're not balancing this out, you're mean, you're whatever, nasty, but you know what?
But he's saying the leadership is fucking with his health,
and I understand that. But you have to go recharge when you're not with them, recharge, and then come back and put your positive focus on the kid.
Lewis. He's not a cell phone.
This is part of being a parent, man. It's not.
It's
hard. It's hard.
Man.
Yes.
Lou, I agree with you, man. You are right, bro. You right, bro. Because at the end of the fucking day, bro, my daddy and shit didn't claim me until I was damn near a year old. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And even after I was his baby and shit, the nigga motherfucking chose the street life and drugs and shit rather than fucking baseball games and fishing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And hey,
and I didn't want to be this nigga.
And that's what I'm saying. So if you love fishing, take them fishing and get away from mom. Make this
I want to.
All right, do that.
When I want to, nigga. You're not going to. A woman is not going to fucking use me when it's goddamn girls' weekend trips and shit, nigga. Like, no, nigga, fuck all that, bitch. When I want to be with my kids, I'll be with my kids, bitch. You chose to leave, so you got to deal with the consequences of your motherfucking actions.
That part.
Yeah,
you can't motherfucking be a man when you want to be a man, but then you got to be a woman when you want to be a woman, bitch. Pick one.
Well, that's
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but see, that's the tough part of this game of being a man. Is that
you
sometimes,
shit in your ass.
Yes, sometimes you gotta.
Even though you already goddamn ate beans, collard greens, macaroni and cheese, and your ass got shit packed in it, you
right.
gotta take more shit.
And think about the men that came before us, that what they had to deal with. What they, I mean, we have more luxuries than them. We have more space than them. So it was tougher for them. So you just have to, that old saying, man up. You just got to man up. It's hard. And nobody's going to take away from you that it's not hard. It is hard. It's one of the. It's one of the.
It feels like you being treated like a fucking slave.
Absolutely, you are,
you know what I mean?
and you are, and on top of that, you got to pay them for you to be a slave, and it's.
I gotta pay you to motherfucking treat me like a slave.
Yeah, and it's not. But you know what? That's the price of admission of calling yourself a man. That and other men saying, "I respect you." And think about it. We say that to each other when we see another man earning his stripes. We say, "Man, hey, man, much respect, man," because I know I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with her yelling at me like that. But you know what? And also, your kids will mature and realize how crazy mom is, and give you that appreciation by taking care of you when you need them. It's hard, man, but you gotta. You're just creating a story for them.
And the bottom line is, you get that quality time with your kids.
Yes, that's what you get from
just take her out the equation.
Yes, let her go do whatever she wants to do. She's losing out.
Like, yo, you got that quality time with your kids, and that's more important.
They, as quiet as kept, they really probably need you this weekend.
Yeah.
They probably really, really need you this weekend because of all the mess that mom's been putting on them. They need your craziness and your fun and your laughter and your honesty. They need that this weekend.
So I just got to motherfucking just try my best to ignore this bitch and her demonic energy. Like,
you just got to smoke one before you get there.
Put your armor on.
Yeah, take your shot, man, and just take it. You just
take your son out and teach him how to shoot dice. You know,
and
take her out the
laugh
picture,
with your
man.
daughter. Laugh with your daughter. Go get her nails done. Go make them laugh, and it'll make you feel better because you probably need it. All of y'all need it. Yeah. The mom needs to get off and go be crazy because somebody else is going to tell her the truth somewhere else.
Right.
She's going to get the truth somewhere else. You just need to take these kids and give them some love that just store them so they can go back and fight the fight. And you know how crazy she is. So imagine what they going through.
Right.
There all the time.
And the thing is, you're going to probably have a bomb-ass weekend with your kids.
Yeah, and there'll be a time that they'll pull up 10 years from later and say, remember that weekend we had, Dad, where we did this and that and laugh, and they're going to laugh.
I understand what you're going through. Trust me, homie.
Yes, I do too,
You just got to take the anger and you just got to bury that and not deal with her. It's like this is an opportunity for you to get your kids, be like, cool.
Yeah. And you don't have to bury it. That's why we have this show, so you can call and let it out and have like-minded guys like you, like us, say, hey, we get it. We respect you. C is there shaking his head. He's dealing with his son. Now, here's the thing. C is in the house with his family, and he's dealing with a boy bringing home D's and F's, and he's got to put his foot in him.
Yeah.
He don't feel like dealing with that, but he's got to. He wants his son to have his phone and go have fun. But this is something like, he's like, okay, and it's not his fault. This is just part of being a dad.
Yeah.
So
like on our ride over here today, I was telling Lou, like, my son's mom, she called me out the blue.
And I pretended like I was listening to him, but I wasn't.
But it's like, this is shit that I was like, she trying to go back and like apologize. And I'm like, that's water under the bridge.
Yeah.
You no longer have that effect on my life no more. So all that apology, you can say about that shit. But she was trying to get a reaction out of me and start something, and I wouldn't give it to her.
Right.
I was just like, all right, you said what you had to say. And then she threw up, she said, well, I'm disappointed in the conversation because you haven't even brought up our son. I'm like, for what?
Yeah.
She's like, well, you haven't even asked how he's doing. I'm like, yo, he know where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
He know where I'm at.
Right.
If he want to get at me, he can get at me. I'm like, so is that it? And she like, yeah. And I was like, all right. And I hung up. So, I mean, take the energy away from her and just focus and put it into your kids. And I'm telling you, you have a great, fantastic, bomb-ass weekend with your kids.
So make sure you call us back next week to let us know how the weekend went.
Well, yo, Lou, man, let me just close it out, man, by saying, yo, man, the way y'all niggas talking, man, if I was there, I would kiss all you niggas on the forehead.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
And give you niggas a hug and a football pat on the butt. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Now,
great touchdown. Way to score and get that first down, John Lemon.
See,
you know
there you go, player.
We need C right now to step in and put his hammer down.
Lou,
yes.
Hey, Lou, I had to tell you, though, I was watching the Spice One video, and all of a sudden this Lou Deeks video was in the motherfucking, the bottom of the motherfucking YouTube thing. And I clicked on that shit. It was your stand-up.
Oh,
That was the first time I ever saw your shit, and your shit was terrible, nigga. yo, what the fuck? What the fuck was this McDonald's joke about some white people? McDonald's is like, hey, how do I take your order? And black people, McDonald's, hey, man, what's going on? You want a Whopper, man? What the fuck was you talking about?
I hook you up.
That was my signature bit when I was a young comic.
And Lou, I know it was the 90s or the late 80s or whatever the fuck, but nigga, you was wearing a shirt that looked like a Luther Vandross shirt, had sex with a Tevin Campbell shirt, and had a gay shirt, baby.
Yes, it was. It was.
That nigga was that oak
horrible.
tree.
It was a performance shirt that I got from Contempo Casual.
It looked like a shirt, Peter. John Lemon. This shirt looked like a shirt that if Liberace had slaves, he would have all his male slaves wear a fucking shirt like this.
That is so true.
It was a Liberace gay slave boy farm shirt.
Oh my God!
It was horrible.
That was so true.
Did you ever was the suit purple?
No, this was
It was like a gold.
This
brownish
gold.
Robert Townsend's HBO special. Yes,
It was horrible, but I just had to tell you, Lou, thank God that you retired and your shit is over with. And I still love you, though, man.
All right, man, thank you.
Y'all niggas later.
All right, I have not retired, but I know. But at least
that
he's
nigga
going to go.
reinvented himself.
I'm glad that he's going to go spend the weekend with his kids.
Yeah.
It's important.
Like you said, he needs it as well as they need it.
Yeah. And a lot of men are going through, and I know, like you said, well, women going through it too. Well, you guys have enough forums, enough outlets to deal with that. We're here speaking to men and trying to get them to understand that there are a lot of men walking the same walk you walk, and it is not easy. We're going to go ahead and just put that out there. It is the toughest job in the world, man, being a father and a husband.
Being a black father.
Yeah.
That part.
And I think it goes beyond color line, man. It's father. Because they crazy. You're talking about, you're dealing with women. Women are just challenging.
No, I got that part, but I'm saying you still, as the black father, you still got to go out and deal with the streets.
True.
Yeah. You below that, when you living below that poverty line, and
it's a lot more weight.
Yeah,
it's a lot more weight.
Shit.
It's a lot more weight, and that's why we have to.
Coming in with one Big Mac for 4 niggas, that's some hard shit. You know.
And you got to cut it up and let them eat. Then you got to eat the part that they want, the crust. You give them a pizza, and then that's the mark of a dad. You buy your family a pizza, let everyone eat it. And then you eat the crust that they don't like.
And that half a pepperoni.
And I've done that. And you got a little bit of clam chowder, and you eat it with the crust. I've done that.
If you're a real nigga, you had the coupon. You got 2 for 1.
It's true too.
8 chores in the car. No, I ain't hungry. You niggas go ahead and eat.
So it is hard being, but just keep. That's why we're here every Friday, just to keep your head up and keep going forward. Anyone else in the chat room got any blame? And because that was an ultimate blame right there. He's blaming her.
He blamed her for everything. For her existence.
Well, he's walking through it. It's not easy. He's walking through it.
Well, we just heard Jeff give his good fatherly advice, and Aaron Gladman made a meme.
Aaron Gladman
for Jeff.
That hug is real.
That looks like Des Bryant.
Good fathers make good sons.
That's good. That's funny.
So no updates?
No, I still haven't talked to him.
Is he doing okay?
I don't know. No, I haven't talked to him.
Is he here in L.A.?
I don't know. I don't know. So that's the update. I don't know.
Is he still your son?
I don't know.
That's funny.
I've always requested the DNA, but motherfuckers always say
That's your son. That's your son. That's your son.
You know, that's what they say when they look at it.
That's your son.
Say,
yeah,
that's you.
That's you.
Does he look like Jeff?
Oh my God, yeah, just like him. That's Jeff can't even go on Maury. Maury's produces.
Waste of time.
Yeah, Maury's produces one. No, we aren't gonna do that show. Yeah, Maury's people. So yeah, shout out to you dads. Keep grinding. And,
Every day.
You got a tip? You got a tip for dads right now? You got
tip?
A tip.
Here's one tip I can give for fathers. If you can muster up one thing to do consistently, is listen. Mm-hmm. Listen, and before you start talking, and just listen and think about how you want to answer or approach or deal with a situation, especially when it comes to your son. Because the one thing I think we're getting away from, and it's hard, is what we were taught a lot of things. Mm-hmm. I don't think we're teaching enough. And I think you do better teaching by listening at first and seeing what the kid doesn't understand. And you'll be
because everybody processes the information differently.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have to, you have to just listen, stop, listen, and then give it some thought before you answer. And sometimes you don't have to answer; you just have to listen, and think about how, you would want someone to answer to you and help you, because the kid is vulnerable. The kid is, I see that in Lou's eyes all the time. Whenever he thinks I'm upset at him,
Is that often or frequent?
No, I try not to. I try just not to say anything. Caller.
Hi, my name is Russell Lamar. I'm calling from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
How you doing,
What's up,
Russell
man?
Lamar?
Fort Wayne.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, I was just wanting to talk about the whole blame thing. I think my big thing is we as men need to make sure we're telling our children and letting them know occasionally they need to take the blame. There's sometimes you need to be you just got to man up and you got to say the blame is on me.
Now, do you have kids?
Hey,
yes, I do have two.
Hey, Lamar, you're right on point with that.
Yeah,
that is so true, man.
Now you have two kids.
Yes, I do. I have a son and a daughter.
And how old are they?
11 and 6.
Now, is the boy 11 or the girl?
The boy.
Okay, so now, when you tell him to take the blame for it, now, do you sugarcoat it or do you give it to him straight?
No, I give it to him so real that his mom get mad at me, but I got to give it to him real.
There you go.
How long have you been married?
Been married now for 4 years. It'll be 4 years in May 31st.
Good for you.
Okay.
Good, congratulations. You got an anniversary coming up next month.
Unfortunately.
Wow.
There you go.
I got to take the blame for that one too.
There you go. Now, are the kids by the same mom?
My daughter is with her, but my son is from a previous relationship that she had, but I adopted him.
So you the stepdad?
Oh, good for you.
I'm the dad.
Okay.
There you go.
That's
right.
There you go. No,
There you go.
no. Okay,
There you go.
okay.
I'm the dad.
I
you
like
go.
that. I like that philosophy of
Claim
just
that.
blame. You got it. Sometimes they have to take the blame and work through it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, I think that's the biggest problem is we not showing kids too busy on internet and all this other stuff, watching stuff like World Star and all that other stuff, thinking that's how you're supposed to act, that's how you're supposed to be. And we not showing them what the real world really is.
All right.
And so when they get to the real world, they ain't prepared.
No, I agree with you.
Now, how are you showing your 11-year-old if he's on War Star and all of that? So how are you disciplining him, or what do you do? What actions do you take when you feel that he's fucked up and he's crossed that line, but his mom is there to protect him and saying, it's okay and all that? What do you do?
While you can never stop a mother's love,
Exactly.
you got to let her know. You have to let her know, I love him too.
Right.
And you know what? It's time to listen to me. I'm the man of the house. I'm the one who provides. I'm the one who takes the time out that other people weren't willing to take the time out for, and be there for him. So you need to sit back and let me handle this.
Good for you, man.
So how do you discipline? How do you discipline?
He gets to that age now where occasionally I will let him see that fist. Not too hard. I won't like
Right.
But I do let him know, hey, you want to act like a man. You get into the age where I'm going to start treating you like a man.
Now, Russell, In Fort Wayne, Indiana, that you reside in, are you dealing with like closing factories? Does that affect you in your area where you stay and all that?
Yeah. I actually work at a factory. It is the city is going crazy right now because so many things closing, and they keep on trying to build stuff, acting like they got to bring all these young kids in. But it's like if you don't have stuff that's really attracting these young millennials, your city's not going to thrive.
Right.
And they trying to do this stuff with the riverfront and all that stuff, but kids ain't looking for that. Kids are looking for nightlife. Kids looking for fun. They not. It's like you 21, 20, 25. You're not thinking about a great place to raise my kids, which this is a great place to raise your kids, but it's boring. But it's right in the middle. Like I could be in Napa in 2 hours. I could be in Chicago in 3. I could be in Detroit in 3. I could be in Cleveland in 5, 6. It's a great place to live, to raise your kids, but it's not the most fun place in the world. I'll be honest.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead.
No,
I just want to say thank you for that call, man. What a inspiration. Much respect to you being a father and a husband, and great point, man. Thank you so much, man, and have a great weekend. Thanks for calling.
Y'all too, and thank y'all for the show. Y'all show is very needed and necessary.
I appreciate
got
it,
it, man.
Thank you, Russell.
He meant that to me personally, really.
Why you?
You
was looking at me when I was asking my questions. I didn't get to the point where you was like, "Did you clean out his room?" That shit really works.
It does. I mean, let me just say this:
one pair of pants to wear.
Every child is different.
Right.
Every child, every
town is different.
Everything is. You might approach your kid with one way. It might work. Mine that worked for me, and to this day, Lou, there's certain things I wish I had taught Lou better.
Like what?
I mean, just his manners. I mean, he has good manners outside of the home, but inside he doesn't. He's spoiled. But we spoiled him.
Do you still pick up after him?
No, now I say, pick that up, man.
So you have to tell him?
Yeah, but see, our generation, you didn't have to tell us.
Right.
It's just. I mean, but his sister's sloppy too. But we had someone, Teresita, cleaned up.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
and I did. I enjoy cleaning up.
Right.
Yeah.
And Teresita cleaned, so I enjoyed. Their mom won't.
How's
clean
your housekeeper?
Yeah, their mom won't clean up. But I clean up.
You got a kid by her?
Who? Teresita? No.
He said that reluctantly.
That's fun. No, Teresita was built like a housekeeper.
Why did you guys get a housekeeper if you had you and your kids to clean up?
But you had that. You had Teresita before the kids, though.
Yeah, Teresita.
Yeah, our generation growing up, a housekeeper was unheard of.
You was balling back then.
Yeah, trust me. That was. My mom and them said the same thing. Why y'all got somebody coming in to clean it?
Right.
So
yeah, somebody clean up one bedroom.
You was a bougie ass nigga.
Not me.
Somebody in the jungle coming to clean up that motherfucker.
Teresita wouldn't wash my clothes. I wash my own clothes.
But she was cleaning up your apartment before then.
Why she didn't want her washing your clothes?
Yes, she was.
Teresita didn't come until we got the house.
Why you didn't want her washing your bras and panties?
That is so
pantyhose.
rude. Answer the question.
That's funny.
These are mine.
Oh, this is on fire. Yes. Caller.
Hey, what's going on, you guys?
What's up? Who's this?
Hey.
This is Mr. Z from Miami. What's up?
What's up, Mr. V from
Mr.
Miami?
V.
What up, player?
How's the family?
Good. So I just wanted to say it's going to sound random, but it's something that Louis brought up months and months and months ago about your daughter, Lou, and her being a feminist while dating a white dude, which I find super interesting. So I just want to say first, I'm really big in, I don't know how to say, paying attention to the gender warring that's going on right now with black millennial men and women, and how we kind of use white people and Asians as weapons against each other.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you really pay attention how interesting it is that your daughter is a black woman dating a white dude, and she's a black feminist, but white men are the king of patriarchs. So how are you a black feminist dating the king patriarchs? I always find that interesting. Black women that are feminists, but then they date white dudes and Asian dudes who
or other women.
Or other women, exactly, right? Exactly, or other women. So, I wanted to hear from you guys, because you guys are older than me. I'm 31, single, but I wanted to hear from you guys, when did the gender warring in the black community get so to this point where, interracial dating is, I don't care what nobody says. For me, interracial dating for black people is kind of like our escape from our blackness in America. Really around the world, but really in America, I think that's how we're using it right now. I rarely think it's about love or even sexual attraction, to be honest with you. I think it's us trying to run away from our blackness.
Well, have you dated outside your race?
I'm sorry?
Have you dated outside your race?
No.
You ain't had no white pussy? Nigga, what's wrong with you?
No, you know why? Because to me, white women age really bad.
That's what them white bitches be having.
Who that? No, I didn't hear what he said. You said white women what?
They age really bad to me. They age really bad.
Yeah, like bananas.
They hit 35 and fall off a cliff.
No, you're right. I've never got with a white girl either. I'm with you on that. But
I have.
And I've thought like that since I was a little kid. It's not something new because the whole Black Power movement we got going on right now. I've thought like that since I was in elementary school. I've always been like, but they age so bad. Like they look good in their 20s, and then by the time they hit 33, 34, it's just straight down. So,
yeah. I
mean, to answer the question as far as my daughter, I think I agree with you. I've always thought that too. That there's more responsibility when you're with a black woman and a black man, and there's more demands, there's more pressure, and I used to tell my daughter all the time, can meet me halfway, get with somebody mixed,
Why?
Because I just felt that. I used to tell her when she was in high school that you're really just practice for these white boys. You can't sit at the ancestors' table. That has changed and that has mellowed out, but for my generation, no. And she's, I think eventually she'll come around to a black male. I think it's the environment that she's been in her whole life. Which go ahead.
Can I throw in some numbers for you guys?
Sure.
So one of the things swirlers. So if y'all don't know what swirling is, it's like a movement that was started pretty much by black women of like exclusively dating non-black men.
Yeah.
So like swirlers only date non-black men. They don't date black men for shit. So one of the things that swirlers like to do is to throw out how white men, black women marriages have a lower divorce rate than black women, black men marriages. But what I like to say to them is tell them we live in a capitalist country. Black men are the poorest men in the country. White men are the richest men in the country as a group. If black men are the poorest men, white men are the richest men, and the number one reason for divorce in America is finances, that don't mean you staying with the white man because of love. What that means is that you're staying with the white man because that wallet look good,
Yes.
So I think that these are certain things that we need to like bring up when we talk about this, And I wonder if like your daughter ever thinks about that shit. I'm bringing her up kind of like a case study. I'm not necessarily trying to poke at her, but I think she represents so many like young men and women that kind of grew up with parents like you, where you had a couple of nickels to rub together, so you moved them into a nicer neighborhood, and they kind of grew up with whites and Asians, and like they're interpreting Black America from a higher point. I'm sorry?
No,
he was being funny. But Huxtable, but no,
I'm saying?
Give us some of that coon data you got over there.
But it's like Lewis and people like him, like in a weird way, y'all kind of screwed the black community in a weird way. If I can like say that, I'm not trying to pick at you particularly, but like
end up
going. Let me finish what I'm trying to say, because I want to like kind of not be insulting, but. Okay, so your children go to these nicer schools, they live in these nicer neighborhoods, and then they have to interpret blackness without never, ever really being around black people like that. So they have, like, very white mindsets, and then they're interpreting blackness.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now I understand what you're saying, but just to disagree with you a little bit, you have to make sure, one, all of our relatives are black. The mom was in the Black Panther Party. So they have a strong, and of course we made sure that they were in Jack and Jill, which is this organization of black people whose kids go to private schools, and they're always around each other. Yes. Now, but here's the thing.
But I was the blackest thuggish nigga in their life.
Here's the thing. Both of my kids' best friends are black. Their top 4 friends are black. So they that's who they hang with and run with. All right. Now, who they work with, like my son always dates black girls, but all of his top friends are black
But
guys.
he get his dick sucked by Asian bitches.
But I believe,
Black egg for me.
Our kids have a sense of, we made sure all of our artwork was black, all of our best friends were black, but I totally...
Tires on our car was black.
Right. Our furniture was black, but our toothpaste was black. Now our soap is black.
Oh.
But you're absolutely right. But I believe that our daughter will come back because she's dated a lot of black guys. I believe she'll come back. I believe you're right to the degree that that's normal for them. That's where they're comfortable. And
not only that, I mean, like Chris Rock actually brought this up where he said he doesn't want his daughters, because, you know, they're coming of age. I think his oldest is in high school now or whatever, and he was saying, like, he didn't want his daughters to be the representation, like the leadership of the black community. And I wonder, like, do black people with a few dollars thrown together, Master P, Jay-Z, Diddy, do they understand, like, their children are in this very weird, privileged position because, like, 85% of the black community is struggling, and yet your children are coming from the 1% of black people that are somewhat of the black aristocracy, I want to say. And so white society is going to your children to interpret the struggling black masses. And all y'all got to say is, well, if we start our own businesses and if we pull our pants up and all this other lame shit that doesn't really work. So, like, that's why I find, once again, going back to, like, that's why I find it interesting when I see young black people who come from these certain environments who marry and date non-black people and then interpret blackness.
So what are you saying? Are you saying that there's a problem with black people moving out of the community, their communities, or? Because it sounds like you almost have an issue with black people who want to better themselves.
But this is the problem. It's not moving out of the community. It's the fact that, okay, perfect. POTUS, I don't know if you have kids or not. I don't think so.
Don't.
But
she do.
So it's essentially like, okay, let's say you had kids. You moved them out to a nice neighborhood or whatever like that, mainly around whites and Asians, and mainly around non-black people. But then your children go to Harvard, they go to Yale, and then they in turn have to interpret blackness for non-black people. You see what I'm saying? But they never were really around black people. Yeah, they might have family members and they might date black people, but they're growing up, their life experiences weren't necessarily like 85% of black people's life experiences. So in that sense, we all are monoliths, but these handful of black people that are not like the rest of us interpret blackness for the rest of America, essentially. And I think that's the problem. It's not moving your children out to a nice
But you know what? There's no one interpretation of black people. That's the whole issue.
I would disagree with that.
No.
I would disagree with that.
Articulate
when you look at it socioeconomically, when you look at it socioeconomically, there is one representation. I think when we tell ourselves we're not a monolith, I think that's the biggest lie in the world. Because if I show you the money we make, we are a monolith. The black community is very monolithic. And I think that's the problem. We tell ourselves we're not. We are. We're poor shit. You know what I'm saying? So the Diddy's and the Jay-Z's and the Master P's and the Dr. Dre children of the world, they're the ones that white society go to interpret the rest of us. You know, and I just...
You fuck Blue Ivy, you trying to get a record deal.
You know, that's all.
No, I appreciate your call and your point of view. I'm not going to befriend you on Facebook.
I didn't want to go ahead.
Get that out your mind.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with McGee.
The type of things you guys think about. That's all I was...
No, I appreciate your intelligence and your point of view, because we need more young men like you to stimulate this conversation. And
yes, sir.
And I'm probably glad my daughter won't be dating you. I don't need all that blackness in my house.
I mean, where we are right now, you might need it. I mean, where Trump is bringing the country right now, you actually might need all that blackness.
You're right.
It's about to get really real. We're
That's
not
true.
Able to hide in corners anymore in the black community.
All right. Well,
just no more,
I appreciate you, man.
Mr.
Thank
V.
you so much, D. Call back again, and thanks for listening to the show.
Representing Miami.
All right.
Have a safe weekend.
Please don't let him call back again. No, he was.
That motherfucker called you everything except for a sellout. Like, who was this nigga sitting next to me?
I can appreciate, because, I mean...
It's tough.
He's got his point of view. I mean, it's evidently, it seems to me and sounds like he's well read. that he has statistics backing up his point of view.
He's crunched the numbers.
Yes, so he's going to find. Now, here's the interesting thing: his point of view is going to find its way once he gets married and has kids and start raising his kids and seeing what his kids love and what they're going to learn. So that's going to be interesting about it. I'd love to talk to him 10 years from now when he has a family and all that, and see if he still has a same point of view. Yeah, it's important. That's business. That's probably business.
Mr. V called him.
Personally.
Let me tell you when I get off the air.
No, you put it on speakerphone.
That's what Poet is talking about, but these are not her claims right there when someone else answers
my money.
No, that's I ain't mad at
my
you.
motherfucking
That's
money.
That's when
So the show got to end early.
No,
I'm fucking.
Caller.
Chris from Connecticut.
See?
My man.
See, we should have had him talk to Chris.
What's up, C?
Chris could have handled that call.
Why you stuttering?
It's in a black man's world today. I got my dashiki on.
Oh, wow.
Wow, there you go. Got your Afro puff, too?
Is he cute?
Hey, how's your family, Chris?
Oh, they doing great,
Fuck all that. How's your mother-in-law doing?
She's doing great. She got you a new nose ring.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
cool.
wow.
My kind of woman. Yes, baby.
That's funny. Your son is in the middle of track, right?
Nah, my son never ran track. He only played
Football, boy.
Oh, sorry about that.
You got the wrong
wide receiver.
You got the wrong Chris.
Chris.
In the first stages of dementia.
Wow.
Chris from Connecticut, but he lives in Florida, right?
Yes,
Right.
yes.
You know Mr. V?
He's a fireman, right?
Do you know Mr. V?
What's the V?
The last caller?
Oh, he's from Miami, yeah.
Florida.
Oh, okay.
Let his house burn down.
Yeah, because he only want black firemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White boys all over my yard.
If you light skin, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so.
And don't be no woman coming over there with no hoes.
Fire's this big.
Hey, how was your Easter?
Oh, I ain't do nothing.
No Easter egg hunt?
I did that, but I didn't, I ain't get no, Steve Harvey suit to go to church.
Hilarious.
You ain't dressed up like the bunny or nothing?
Nah, I mean, that's something me and my wife actually we're bumping heads with right now. Like, not bumping heads, but it's a mature disagreement about religion and spirituality. Because she grew up in the church, and so did I. But as I got older, I think we all know that the obvious with churches now, and for me, it's not.
They pimping you.
I'm not against it, but I'm more of a believer in spirituality first.
Right. Because you've seen fires and you know what they look like. Yeah.
Exactly. I ain't gonna turn to the page Roman or whatever during the fire. I'm gonna rely on my actual faith to get out. So.
Yeah, turn this water off. Let's just pray over this fire. Put some water on this bitch.
God said he gonna save it, so come on.
Yeah, a job like that will change you. Yeah. You're dealing with life and death.
It's like Waco, Texas in here, man. It's hot.
Right.
Yo. Nigga.
Hey, Chris, do you ever go and talk to schools about fire drills?
Yes, all the time. Last week we actually had one at the Boys and Girls Club. It was pretty. That part right there, besides firefighting, I like talking to. I feel true to myself when I'm talking to children. That's the purest form of life, just being a child, and we all forget about it because we all try to fit into society. So when I talk to kids, I start, I feel legit.
Now, do they look at you because you're in uniform, right?
Yes, I could just.
And they look at you as heroes.
They do, but it's more they're just. To be honest with you, it's kids are interesting because they don't see. So say a white kid. A white kid doesn't necessarily see color unless he's taught something. So he just actually sees me.
Yeah.
As opposed to what he's going to be conditioned to. So for me, it's just the purest form of talking to small people and they see you. And when the kid gives you a compliment, it's a true compliment.
What are some of the common questions you get from kids?
Do they ask you, do you have to ride on the back of the fire truck?
Yes, they do. They just care about the truck. They don't care.
Right.
That truck, man, is
that's the shit.
Right on the back. Sliding down that pole.
Let me press that button.
Right.
So they're fascinated by the truck?
Just the truck and the gear, the actual gear, because, we got seatbelt cutters on the gear. We got, LED lights. We got a thermal reader on there. There's just a bunch of the suit and the truck they don't care about the fire. The fire, they gone.
Mm-hmm.
And when you say seatbelt cutters, what are those?
They cut seatbelts a little.
Yeah.
Self-explanatory.
Yes.
No, I mean, is that something you guys carry on you?
Yeah, that and a window puncher, because for firefighters, believe it or not, they get more medical calls and car accidents. Like, fires are actually rare for fire departments.
You don't have none of those tools?
I can't. Can you say that again, John?
No, he was asking me if I had any of those tools. Now, a window puncher.
I have that.
What does that do? Does that bring the window out or punch?
It looks like a needle. Actually looks like a pen. You put a back of it, and when it hits the window, it's like such a small, minimized, puncture to a window that it just shatters a car window.
It shattered it.
And does it shatter inward or outward?
It just shattered it.
Inward, just for the door windows. You can't do it on the front or back windows of a car, because that glass is laminated.
Okay. Wow.
That's why when people fly through car windows, they die automatically, because believe it or not, it's not the impact that'll kill you, but going through the windshield of a car is the glass itself will kill you, just because it's double laminated glass. That's how they make it now. So you'll get fucked up.
Cut you up.
So it'll cut you deep, huh?
Cut you deep, and just all these factors and science that goes. A car going 30 miles an hour will kill you. So it's crazy.
So you saying that if a car hits you going 30 miles an hour, it'll kill you?
You sitting in the car, just the impact, just the when you slow it down, say in slow motion, your brain is shift inside to where it's the point where gray matter will come out your ears. At some points, your lungs could disconnect from the cords. There's just so much stuff that goes on.
And this is stuff you learn in your training?
You learn in training, but for me, the visual learning, I get more from this gonna sound kind of minimized, but I feel like black people are visual learners. You don't really learn from books.
You got to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The book, you get an idea of it, but when you see it, it's so much more telling.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as long as you've been a fireman, and the shit you've seen, are you are you conditioned? Are you desensitized to when you come to an accident, or you still get oh fuck?
Nah, that's a myth. People in general, whatever career field you in, some people they naturally don't get lightheaded or mushy, I guess they call it. I'm into human anatomy, so that doesn't creep me out. So I'm not desensitized or anything. I'm just I'm interested in stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So that's why seatbelts are so important in airbags.
Well, yes and no. But you can't die from wearing your seatbelt. The car tip over and catch on fire, and that seatbelt melts. It's a wrap. You're stuck in the car. So, obviously wear your seatbelt, but it's not 100% seatbelt's gonna save your life.
That's why you gotta have seatbelt cutters.
See, I'm glad you called, because last Sunday I was downtown. I'm in the car. It's early in the morning on a Sunday morning, and the fire trucks just hit this corner, and I thought they was gonna box me in, but they jumped out. They was doing a little training drill. I said, well, let me sit here and just look at them. So I guess it's the building where the little fire escape come down, and they was plugging it up to the, doing to the fire hydrant and everything. Dropped the fire escape thing, and they was climbing up with the hoses going all the way up to the top. So the brother, he was hustling his ass off, doing it. And the white boys going, but they clapping the white boys along, good job, Bob, good job. And they wasn't saying nothing to the brother, and the brother was out shining everywhere. I said, these racist motherfuckers.
Just expect it.
This is how I look at it. I'm gonna give 2 points to this with fire finance. That the gear we wear is called PPE, and it weighs 60 pounds. And don't forget about the air tank, which is an SCBA. That's another 20 pounds. And it's about 15 minutes of air in the tank, but when you start huffing and puffing, that 15 minutes of air is more like 5 minutes of air. So I'm pretty sure that dude was huffing and puffing.
Now, on the flip side, some dudes are just like, they could do it, and you got cats and canes. Now, on the point of racism, when it comes to the usual suspects in terms of the heroic face, the white boy, and whether he's a police officer or a firefighter, naturally the public is going to, in certain communities, they're going to gravitate more towards the white boy. But that's just training. In a real situation, I would see people rooting for the brother just based off of, it's surprising, but we all act a certain way in society, but when shit get real, like a fire or something like that, that racism shit go out the window.
Right.
Like, I'm not going in there first.
You know, so it's under training purposes. I mean, I don't think that matters. If it was a real fire, I think it would be a different situation because I'm pretty sure that brother could handle stress and pressure. So.
Wow, that's what they were saying. That the great thing about firemen, you guys run to danger.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing too is, it's never too old to start. You know, you got people who start in their 40s and 50s because it's really an easy career to get into because it's only 9 months of like EMS training and then like another couple of months for like the actual firefighting training. And then if you pass the test, I mean, you're hired. It's not you don't have to be 20, 30 years old and start. The thing with firefighting is in certain states you can start at any time. You know, and you already got the mustache, so you good.
I seen some out of shape firemen.
Hilarious. I'm scared of heights, though.
I mean, shit. Just don't work for a ladder company. Just work for an engine instead.
Oh, the engine guys don't have to go up the ladder?
Not really. I mean, it's not mandatory. I mean, it might be part of the training, but it's really not as bad as people make it seem. Because I'm kind of afraid of heights too. But
like, you climb.
Once you used to get, once you get into the nature of the work, is that all that fear stuff goes out the window. You might realize. You might have a gift that you never knew you had. Try something, not to sound cliche, but, you got to really try to see, like, who you are as opposed to saying, yeah, I'm afraid of heights, and this might be better than people that's not afraid of heights.
Yeah, firemen are usually good people.
You got any superstitions or anything?
Any superstitions, you say?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, today's Friday the 13th.
Oh, let me see, superstitions. Shit, man, I was watching, I don't know, because we never talked about the Black Panther movie, but how do you feel about that, John Lennon?
I didn't see it.
Well, they got another follow-up movie coming, The Infinity War, and I was watching TV the other day with my wife, and they had the commercial for The Infinity War, and I was like, man, like, all the Marvel characters look blacker. They got Thanos with a beard now, they got Captain America with an all-black outfit on, Iron Man got a hoodie now, just...
They went hip on us, huh?
Yeah, it's the hip-hop revolution, yeah.
I'm looking at the commercial like, man, because Black Panther smashed probably like every record, and I was like, man, it seems like Marvel trying to use that urban wave now, and I'm like,
yeah, it surpassed Titanic.
Did it?
Like,
yeah.
Like Thanos got cornrows now. Like, this ain't Infinity War.
That's funny. That's funny. Hey, so as always, man, much respect. See, man, be careful out there.
Yes, sir.
Respect.
And,
thanks.
Before I go,
go ahead.
Of course.
Before
I go, I just want to let John let me know that we're all rooting for him.
See?
What?
We're all rooting for you.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So you thought he was going to get you. All right, we appreciate that, man. We were really looking forward to you to hit him. So.
I'll take the love.
All right, much respect, Chris. He just hung up. He woke POTUS up.
Yeah. Putting her to sleep.
Tell the people in the chat room they need to get a life. Psych.
Get a life.
No, we like you guys in the chat room.
You got a new Facebook friend. You just own one,
yeah.
Huh? I'm likable.
And that's funny because I very seldom befriend people on Facebook.
I see. You were struggling.
Yeah, I don't. Excuse me.
You okay? Taking your muscle milk?
Last day I worked out was Tuesday.
What'd you do? Cardio?
No.
Yeah, I lifted and I walked.
So how's your water game going? You
drinking? Better this week.
Last time you had some Kool-Aid.
I haven't had any Kool-Aid, but I did. He was right about it. Every now and then I have to take a sip of juice for the sugar.
For the sugar.
Right, but I've been...
Get that sugar rush.
Getting warm up to like 4 bottles.
Okay.
That's cool.
So...
how's your McDonald's game?
I haven't been to McDonald's.
Filet of fish, you a filet of fish
I
king.
know,
and fried.
And they $1.99 on Friday.
Oh, I didn't.
You said, are they? You got the memo.
Yeah.
No, I've been staying away from fast food.
That's good.
Yeah.
And caller.
And another thing, nigga. Why the fuck? Why would a nigga not have on a fucking hairnet when he on fire?
I don't know, man.
What kind of joke was that?
Oh man.
Oh, he's talking about
That was a killer joke back in the day.
Oh.
That was a closer right
yeah,
there.
about Jericho. Yeah, that was. Yeah, man.
No, fuck all that, man. Look, really though, what I called back for was John Lemon.
What's up?
Yo, what happened last week, man? Because somebody said that Lou was kind of hard on you. What they talking about?
Just going in on my dad, yo. It's all good.
What happened with your dad?
My dad passed away.
Oh, that's what I fucking put 2 and 2 together on, man.
Yeah.
Right.
What was his name, though?
Romy Arnold.
Oh, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? God bless that brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, Lou's daughter greeted him up in heaven, so it was good.
Okay. You know what I mean? My father, you know what I mean? He halfway out the door, too. You know what I mean? them drugs is a motherfucker, bro.
How old is your dad?
My father is like, what that nigga is? That nigga is about 62.
Oh,
he's young.
Yeah, that's young.
Yeah, he don't look young. That nigga look like a motherfucking a slave that's been on the run for 99 years.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? But Lou,
Yes.
yo, now we just waiting on your dad now, huh, bro?
Hey.
We're gonna
And
go
the way
hard.
it goes on.
we waiting on Limp Dick.
Oh shit.
Hey, Lou.
Yes.
You gonna bury your dad at the pet cemetery?
No. All right. That's.
You gonna resurrect your grand old nose, the nose that you come from? Huh?
No. That's funny.
But look, John Lemon, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to your pops, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to show you love on that. You know what I mean?
Oh man, appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Yeah. I'll holler at y'all later, man.
All right. And you know,
Willie Sweet, Wonka Joe.
Little sensitive people in the chat room.
Mm-hmm.
And for those that was inquiring, no, I didn't see Black Panther. I didn't go see it.
Why not?
I didn't see it either.
Really?
Wakanda. Why? Really?
Yeah, I saw it.
And you enjoyed it?
Yes. It was okay.
So,
She just hit herself with the phone.
She played it off. Did we record that?
That's funny. So we have about what is that? 8 minutes left for the show. It's been a fun show.
Has it?
Yeah, it's been a fun show. It's always fun. You know, it's fun. It's Friday the 13th. Trump is still.
The Facebook is popping, look.
They want you friend.
Caller. Hello.
What's up?
What's up? Oh, is this my dad?
It's your dad.
Oh.
What's up, Pops?
What's up?
Senior, what's happening?
How you doing, man?
I was listening to somebody calling me out on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Willie Wonka, Sweet Wonka. He's how's everything?
Everything's cool. How about yourself?
I'm good.
You calling from the mortuary?
Hi, Mr. Dick.
How you doing?
You calling from the
good.
car?
Well, I called because you guys are doing such a good job.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, he's so proud of his son.
For what?
And Jeff, I'm sorry to hear about your dad.
No, thank you, man. You know, he be.
No doubt, you know.
Yeah. He had a great life. You know.
Oh yeah, thanks. Well, I heard you guys was talking about superstitions. I heard you asking everybody about did they have a superstition.
Yes, you have one.
Well,
yeah, you.
I have the opposite. You know, I walk on these ladders, and if it's bad luck for everybody else, it's got to be good luck for me.
That's right.
There you go.
And I gamble on Friday the 13th because if it's bad luck for everybody else, I should win, right?
Yep, it's a money day.
There you go.
Right. So
How did you feel the first time you saw girls' panties in Lewis' underwear drawer?
See on you, Louis.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been a fire. They've been on that. That's funny.
Right.
Well, that's a good outlook. If it's.
But yeah, you guys, I've been following you guys. I just I say you guys are doing a good job. You're holding it down pretty good.
Thank you. Mr. Dix, can I ask you something?
Sure.
How did you feel when you found out Lewis had a housekeeper?
Well, more power to him if he can afford one.
Okay.
Because,
go.
Bitch.
Only housekeeper I had was his mother was the only housekeeper we had.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You good for something?
You gonna let him talk about your mama
Go
like
in there and
that?
clean my pipe.
I guess at that time he was moving on up,
That's funny. That's funny.
But
Let's
no,
stack
I'm
my
not gonna hold you.
bowl.
I just want to touch base with you guys.
All right.
Good hearing from you, Mr. Dix.
It's Pops right there.
All right.
Keep it
Love
live.
What you guys doing?
All right, love you, Dad. Later.
Thank you, Senior.
Let's go in there and clean my pipe. Really? That's what we're doing here?
Restock my
Run my
bowl.
bath water.
Yeah.
Brillo pad my shit out.
Heat my pot up. That's funny.
Who took the wire hangers out the house?
Yeah.
Where the wire cutters at? Oh, Peyton got it. Oh.
My favorite pair.
That's funny because our fans that have been following us since the Foxhole days, they know every bit of our lives. They ain't forgot shit because they know about your dad's past. It's just funny.
Wow.
About how they don't forget anything. Because when your dad called in, somebody in the chat room said, "Speaking of crack."
From the Crack Chronicles.
No disrespect. I love me some Mr. Dix. So he's way cooler than you, Lou. I don't know why you didn't get none of that.
That is true. That is true. He's way cooler than me. Things that's been going on, this whole James Comey thing. Mm-hmm. His book is out. It's coming out.
It's coming out next week.
James Comey, he was the head of the FBI, right?
He's the head of the FBI.
Got fired.
Yeah.
And then
Trump got back at his ass today. Pardon Scooter Libby.
Right.
What did exactly he do? Because
he lied.
Because it's funny because the guy from I guess Jack Tapper, is that his name?
Jake Tapper.
Jake Tapper. He was on when he replied to Trump's tweet when he was calling Comey a liar and a slime ball and all that. He goes, well, that's funny because you just pardoned a lying,
Scumball, slime ball.
He's the guy. Comey?
Jake Tapper.
Oh, okay. He said
so a president can pardon anybody anytime they want to?
Yeah.
Federal crimes.
Federal crimes.
Oh, federal
Not
crimes.
for state.
But do they get a certain number that they can do, or they can do whatever?
No, once you get a presidential pardon, then your whole record is exonerated.
No, I'm saying, but can they do multiple people?
Oh yeah, you can do as many as you want
okay,
to. Yeah, you can do as many as you want to. Obama did a bunch.
Yeah.
His last year in office, he did like 129.
Okay.
Yeah, presidential pardon. So you can go, but that was a swipe to get back at Comey because Comey was the one who prosecuted him and referred him to go to jail.
Yeah.
So that was just a swipe back there because Bush actually commuted his sentence. He didn't give him a presidential pardon.
Oh, okay.
So he still had to do a little time. But now it's just that his record is exonerated, so it's like it doesn't exist.
So now he can vote again?
I guess.
So I guess this book is definitely going to be on the top of the New York's bestseller.
Well, it goes to everything that, Dana Bointe, it was the person that Comey called after he met with Trump. And said, this is what, he asked of me. This is what he requested. This is what he wanted me to do. So it's kind of like it's all lined up. And it's turning out, we all know Trump is an everyday fucking pathological liar. Yeah. That's a motherfucker that will blame you in a minute. He throws everybody under the bus.
He was more concerned about Melania finding out if the stuff was true than the country.
But I disagree because she came into the marriage knowing what the fuck she was getting into. Because she cheated on him with Marla.
Maples?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so she came into it. She wasn't blind. She knew what the fuck she was getting into. She knew what she signed up for.
So, and also the NBA playoffs start tomorrow, right?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Who you going with?
Sixers.
All the way?
All the way.
Okay.
Do you have anything on that?
2002?
No.
Okay.
I did have a sports question, though.
Sure.
What do you guys think? I hear that the Seahawks invited Kaepernick to come out and play or practice or whatever. But they asked him also, would he be kneeling for, during the national anthem? And I guess he didn't have a response, so they delayed it. But they're also saying that they're still thinking of having him try out. What do you think Kaepernick at this point should do? Would we look down on him if he didn't kneel any longer, or what? Do we feel he sells out, or do we feel that he made his point?
He made his point.
I believe he made his point.
Yeah, he took the arrows and.
Yeah, he took he took his hits, he took his blows. But you started something, so he's borderline now. So he damned if he do, damned if he don't.
Right.
So if he gets signed with the team and he doesn't take a knee, then he is sell out because he wanted to play football. He wanted that money. If he takes a knee, then it's the same shit. Like, here we go again. So stay. Like we say, stay consistent.
Yeah.
He does whatever you have to do, man. Go forward.
To get that check?
Yeah.
Go forward.
Not to get that, not like that, but I wouldn't see anything wrong with him. He, like I said, he made his point.
But he's being crucified, though.
Either, like you said, he can't win either way.
Right.
So,
But you got to pick your poison.
Because a lot of those people, when he did take the knee, they didn't stand behind him. They didn't stand up with him. They didn't. So he sacrificed, I think, enough.
The only way to win now is to win on the field.
Exactly.
That's the way to win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And use that money to continue for your cause or whatever that you try to accomplish.
Mm-hmm. So,
well, made sure we cover what she wanted to talk about.
You see the look she gave you?
Yeah. She's so funny.
Turned her head quick.
So funny. Now, evidently, that view was the view of Media Morris. She said it. So
Morris Media.
What did I say? Media Morris?
Yeah.
Get it right.
Well, I'm still messed up about Earthquake.
Wow, that was at the beginning of the show.
2 hours ago. You still holding on to that? Call back.
Competition. Listen, we hope everyone... thank you to all of our callers and the people in the chat room. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Dad, for calling. And
any weekend plans?
Willy Wonka. Who else called?
Chris
from Connecticut.
Russell.
Mr. V from Miami.
V from Miami.
Your new Facebook friend, Carlton McGee.
C.
Mr. C.
Yeah,
and who was the young boy that's 31?
Mr. V.
Mr. V.
Yeah.
Statistics.
Yeah.
Laying next to his white woman talking all that black shit. Like I told you, bitch, I was going to call. Show proper etiquette.
She's sitting there braiding his hair. Watching a bootleg of
Django Unchained.
That's funny. No, shout out to him. And thank you, Poetess. And
thanks,
who's the assistant?
Sheena,
yeah. Sheena.
And shout out to Brooklyn Deli for today's lunch and feeding everybody.
I'm looking
we appreciate.
Well, not yet. We haven't ate it yet. So.
Make sure you go by there because I went by there not too long ago.
Thank you.
Weeks ago.
Did you?
Yeah. I went there and bought a sandwich.
Did you tell them you was from in America?
Yeah, I did. And they was like, "What? What show?" Then I said, "I'm with Earthquake." Yeah.
I'm
your
from
Louis Sticks.
Yeah, wow.
Also, shout out
to
to Morgan Bailey Coffee, black-owned coffee company.
Cool.
That supplies us coffee.
Do you have plans for this weekend?
Hustling.
You have
Year a day.
plans?
Yeah, we working.
Oh, on what?
Working on the tour and BET Awards.
He's
Is
doing
he
the BET Awards?
Is he hosting?
Hey, nice.
So there's calls about trying to do this and do that.
Good for you, Teeter, because you're one of the best.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you
Say
are.
it again.
You are, Teeter. You're fantastic.
Are you part of the tour?
No. No.
Man, we used to have some good times on the tour, though.
Are you going on tour?
No.
Oh,
listen, you men keep doing what you do. Hang in there.
You niggas got cut fast.
You said it like you weren't the man.
I'm
You're
on
supposed
my
to say
own
we
job.
men.
Oh.
Us men, just hang in there. Thank everybody for listening. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week. We're out.
Maybe.